loot boxes were not the worst thing that could have happened. Now, hold on, let me explain. First off, let me also say that I also don't like microtransactions. I don't like how they have affected and are continuing to affect the game industry as a whole. Let me also clarify that I'm talking specifically about Overwatch's lootbox system. While Apex Legends has a similar lootbox system, they are in no way the same. If you don't know, in Overwatch you have a leveling system. The way you earn the XP to level up is by playing and completing matches. After you earn enough XP to level up, you get a loot box. Simple, right? What's also nice is that if you were able to get a duplicate item, you would also get coins for it. These gold coins allowed you to buy whatever you wanted. You want a specific skin? Go buy it. Want a cooler highlight intro? Buy it. Or maybe you want a couple of voice lines for a character? Buy it. If you were also a long-time player, you were more likely to have unlocked a lot of available skins, voice lines, sprays, and highlight intros, meaning more coins and getting that much closer to the thing you want. And you get all that just by buying the game. If you were to buy loot boxes on top of this, it would just make the process faster. As opposed to Apex's loot box system, where you get one every couple of levels. I think if you're level 50 and below, you get a loot box every level, but from level 50 onward, it starts to become every 2 levels at least. And there's no real reason why that should be a thing. We all know why though. It is because EA wants it to be slower than it should be, to encourage you just to buy the loot boxes instead of earn them. But you might say that's not even the main way that you get skins in Apex, it's the Battle Pass. And you're right. I consider the Battle Pass way to be inferior to Overwatch's loot box system. I dislike Battle Passes because of the timed nature of them. It bothers me that despite paying for it, you basically have to grind it regularly in order to get access to something you already paid for. It becomes a chore. Now, you might say that Overwatch has limited time events that do the same thing. You have to grind it as much as possible to get the skins that you want from that event. While that is true, any loot boxes you earn or buy are still yours after that event ends. A Battle Pass is basically an event that lasts for around 3-ish months. Except you have the possibility of losing all the cosmetics you already paid for, because you didn't grind hard enough. And that's the problem. With the loot boxes, you could leave for a year or more. As long as that game is still up and running, you will still have those loot boxes. Now, 3 months is still a decent amount of time, but things happen. Maybe you only played with friends, and now your friends' schedules are a little more busy. Maybe you don't like playing the game as much because there was a recent change that you're not a fan of. Or maybe you're playing another game or watching a show that you find much more enjoyable. The point is that although 3 months is a lot of time, many things can also change in 3 months. If battle passes were permanent, then they would be better than loot boxes. Now, I hear you saying Halo Infinite does that. And yes, that is true, but it is not ideal. From experience and from what many people have said, the Halo Infinite Battle Pass is artificially inflated to make it longer to complete, in hopes that you'll just buy some credits to spend on the Battle Pass to skip the grind and get the cosmetics that you already paid for. But if there was a game that had permanent Battle Passes with normal progression, then I would consider that better than Overwatch's loot box system. Because not only are you guaranteed to eventually get what you want out of the Battle Pass in a decent time frame, you can come back to it whenever you want to. Don't feel like playing for a week? Cool. Heck, come back in a month if you feel like it, because whenever you come back, it'll be right there waiting for you. But that's all I have to say about loot boxes. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again. And as always, have a wonderful morning, noon, or night. Goodbye.